Good morning, gamers. Yes, Scene Isaacs here, back in the world of Surviving Bedrock. Yes. Now, guys, we have been enjoying update 1.16. I have done some more digging and everything, and I did come up with a slightly better way to find netherite. Let me go show you what that was. So I came down here. I actually changed up my entrance. I made it a ladder so it's a little bit quicker and everything. But I have been doing a lot of work, and while I'm down here, I need this quartz, because we are going to need a lot of this today. So let's grab some of that. We're good to go, and I'll take this too. I don't need the gold, thankfully, but I discovered a better way. You know, we were all being fancy and everything with our beds and explosions and everything, but over here, I just wasn't finding really any netherite or any of the ancient debris. Now, this might have been because these chunks were previously loaded before the update, so it wouldn't spawn any or generate any ancient debris anyways. But when I came down here, I got tired of placing beds and blowing them up and putting out fire and everything like that. So I came down here and I just started straight up strip mining. Now, the difference between branch mining and strip mining, remember, branch mining, you create little branches. You going down that way. Strip mining, you take it all out. And that's what I started doing. And I got down here where I started finding large patches of the new blackstone. And at that point, I just started strip mining everything around it. Because obviously, if blackstone was there, it is new generation. It is new chunks. It's nothing that we had generated before. So I just started digging it out with my efficiency 4 pickaxes. And they kind of make quick work of all this netherrack, so it's not really that hard. But not only did I find a whole bunch of these nether gold ore, which was really nice because we're going to be needing gold here in a little while, but I started to find a lot more quartz and ancient debris. Didn't have to worry about the fires getting put out. You do occasionally have to worry about the lava pockets you're going to dig up, which that's just going to happen no matter what you do. But I ended up digging out a whole bunch, as you can see right around in here. Just machine gunning right down the sides and then back up again and back and forth. That's all it did. What took me probably 20 minutes of placing beds and blowing them up and putting out fires took me probably 5 minutes just strip mining it just like this. And I ended up with a whole lot of other resources as well. All this netherrack I'll be able to smelt down, and I will turn it into nether brick, and then I can turn it into the nether brick blocks, or I can turn it into red nether brick, whatever I'd like to do there. I have options. But this is actually making finding gold a lot. See, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta worry about that. Sometimes you will dig, and you will end up digging out. No! Get out! Lava! Thank goodness for this totem of undying. Whoo, buddy. And I don't know why, but all these skeletons like to spawn in here now, too. Yeah, like I said, if you're doing this, have totems of undying, have fire resistance potions, something to keep you safe from all the lava you are going to face. Give me one moment here to block this off. And again, the ancient debris will not ever melt or break up or disappear, whatever, in lava. And see, just digging it out, found another piece. And I have found gravel. Nether's also turning into a good place to find a lot of gravel. But I have found out that, more lava. Give me a second. I will try to tell you what I found out as soon as I stop finding all this lava. There, okay. There are usually a couple pieces right around each other. They may not be right on top of each other, but they're usually pretty close, just like this. And they take a little bit to mine. So there are a couple more pieces of ancient debris on top of what I found last night. Last night I was able to find, I think, a total of 11 pieces. Now we have enough to craft up, I believe, 4 netherite ingots. It took me a little bit, and in this new update they changed the crafting table scenario here a little bit. So let's go over here, and we're going to go ahead and go back to the house. I got everything I needed out of down here. I don't need any of this other stuff for the time being. Zombie piglins, or pigmen, piglins, whatever. These guys, they don't like you if you aren't wearing gold. Okay, they're gone. Okay, gosh, I'm getting out of the nether. It is a dangerous place now. It used to not be this dangerous. But yeah, I did create a little bit of a quicker way to get here, and it makes getting there a lot easier. And I keep reading and hearing that the ghast spawning did not change that much. I call shenanigans. These things spawn everywhere now. It's insane. They're crazy on how much they spawn. I guess that's going to make getting ghast tears a little bit easier. Let's get back home. And of course, it's nighttime. We will go... Whoa. Okay, whew. We have a lighting bug going on here. I know I have enough torches to keep this area, and lanterns to keep this area lit. Good morning again. Now, as we discussed earlier, to turn ancient debris into netherite scrap, you have to smelt it in a furnace or blast furnace. You've got our netherite scraps here. Give me a second. Now, the crafting interface has changed a little bit, and I don't know if I like it. I need some gold here real fast, because I kept trying to figure out how do I actually turn this stuff into the netherite ingots. And it was really weird because it doesn't show you when you move over it like this. What you have to do is you have to hit the X button on Xbox, and it will show you how many you can craft. And it's the recipe. 4 netherite scraps, 4 gold ingots turns it into 1 netherite ingot. Now I can craft 3 of these in total. So we're going to go ahead and craft all 3. We now have netherite ingot. Now to turn a tool into a netherite tool, you need finally we have a use for the smithing table. All you do is you place your tool in there, place 1 netherite ingot in there, and it gives you the netherite pickaxe. Now you see here, this did 5 attack damage, this does 6. It also makes it much, much more durable. So we are going to go ahead and we have our first netherite tool. We have a netherite pickaxe. Yes, 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 this is fun. Now I have a couple more netherite ingots. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my other pickaxe into a netherite pickaxe. Mainly because I'm using these things so much, I want them to have all the durability possible. Now the third thing I'm going to turn into a netherite tool is I want the extra damage that the sword will do. You see earlier it was 13 attack damage, now it's 14. And a netherite sword we shall have, yes. We are kitted out pretty well here. I will do some more strip mining for netherite or ancient debris off camera, because this is not what we're doing today. This was simply a wrap up to the previous episode. And you will find that today we are actually going to do 2 episodes. So if you watch the first one, stay tuned, because very quickly after you will see the second. What we are doing today is, if you will notice, we have done a lot in our world. We have our little storage system here, but we're getting crammed. I'm throwing stuff everywhere to the point where I just have a shulker box laying around, chests laying around. It is crazy how much stuff we're getting, and this isn't even all of the blocks we can really have. We still have a lot more to do. But I don't want to continue to put more chests in here, making them 3 high or anything like that. What I want is I want to have storage where I can just chuck everything into it, and it takes it, sorts it all automatically for me. Yes, we are talking about automated storage systems. Now, there are several ways to do this. My personal favorite, I first saw on one of Pixlriffs episodes, and he actually credited, I want to say, Il Mango for it. Some people don't like it because it can break, and that is very true. If you don't watch it or if you don't do it properly, you can break it. but it's also very simple to do and so easy to understand. Let me get the tools together and I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. Here we have all the tools we will need to create an automated storage system. Now this is tileable. Obviously, to do the size I want to do that you can see here in front of you, I will need a lot more resources. But this will give you the basic idea. Now first, when working with redstone, have a block that you like to dedicate to putting redstone on, and sometimes make it coordinated and color-coded so you can easily understand what it is. That is just a little tip I learned. It took me a long time to pick up on that tip and do it. But when you start seeing redstone just on grass like this, guys, you're not doing it right. It really is going to make a mess. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to take and create a little bit of a oddward T shape here with a hangover block here. This is the basic format that you will tile all the way down as long as you want for your redstone. Very, very simple. Now to finish this up, we obviously are going to need chests. So I want a chest. I do this. I stagger them just because I like the way it looks. That's just me. It's a personal thing. You don't have to do it. And for bulk items, I will suggest definitely having at least 2 double chests. These are going to be for items like cobblestone and wood and things you get a lot when mining. So this is the basic end part of it. You have chests, you have hoppers going in. Now we start to function a little bit and learn about how hoppers can interact with redstone and what comparators do. What a comparator will do is it will take the amount of something that is in here. It will light up when there is something in there. So you saw it light up there very briefly, but I don't have the actual filter system on. So it will take a redstone output based on the container behind it. It also works with other items, but here's the containers for this video. Now, please, as a point of order, make sure this hopper faces into this comparator, because if you do not face that hopper into that comparator, this will not work like it's supposed to. So make sure you're actually looking at the side of the comparator and place the hopper so the end curves in. You don't want it just facing down like that, because that will not work like we need it to. So after we have our comparator, we want a couple pieces of redstone dust here. Then we want a repeater. Now a repeater could actually take, if a block is powered, it will get a redstone signal, and then it will turn into this redstone torch. So point of fact, when you have a hopper and it is powered, or the block next to it is powered, the hopper is locked. It will not take anything from this hopper. So I can put things in here and it will not do anything. Those items will stay right there. And that is why I said if this hopper faces down, you may have locked this hopper, but this hopper will still push downward. With this hopper facing in, that's this hopper that pulls from the top, not this hopper that pushes down. These are kind of confusing facts, but just understand the first direction any item in a hopper wants to go is facing the nozzle outward. The second will be down like this if it's curved. So keep that in mind. So you see here, I've got quite a few things in there. And now I put more. You want these items in here. Now what I'm going to do in the end is I'm going to take a bunch of items and I'm going to rename them filter material or filter. Something that will not have a very common name, so when I chuck acacia wood planks in here to be sorted, they won't just go in here and then mess up my whole system. But you'll see here, this stopped at 41. What happened is, anytime this hopper has these 4 items taken and more than 41 in here, it will produce a redstone output of 3. 1, 2, 3. Right now, it's only producing a redstone output of 2. As you can see, this one's not sparkling, and this one is right there. So when this block gets power, this repeater powers this block, which unpowers this redstone torch, which will allow this hopper to pull items from up here, which is why when you saw me put more than 41 cobblestone in there, they start filtering down through here, filtering through here, and into the chest. Just like that. And the nice thing you can do about this is even though you put a whole stack of cobblestone right here, it will not give more power than needed. That is why you have those only 4 items in here. So as I said, this is tileable. So if I put something here that has an output of 3, it will not actually power the system next to it, which is something you have to be very, very cautious of. Yes, that does mean you are going to have some loss. You're going to have these in there, but you don't want that to be powered and then this starts sorting down when you only wanted this one to sort down. Otherwise, this will empty, stuff will go in here, and you will break the whole system. We do not want that. So what you see here is how it is put together. This is putting out an output of 1, so nothing major there. I can sit here and put 4 items in here, and then put anything in here, and this will sort down. You see, these are not messing with each other. They're not going to have any issues there, which is the idea. You don't want any major problems here because you don't want to break your storage system. That is why a lot of people seem to turn away from this storage system. But I like it because, one, this is so easy to do. It's so compact. It is a little deep. You see, you do need, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 blocks deep to do this. But it works just fine. It will not put anything else. And the way to actually finish this up, you need to have all of your items going that direction in either hoppers or water streams. In Minecraft Bedrock, using hoppers for a large automated full storage system will be very, very difficult because iron is not as easily found in Bedrock as it is in Java with their wonderful iron farms. We don't get that luxury. So now we've got this. We have a tileable design that we can sit here and take all the way down as far as we want, and I'm going to probably take it there. I usually leave one spot there empty. And now we got to figure out how are we going to get this stuff to actually just flow through everything. Where do we actually throw all of our items? That is actually not as hard as one might think. Basically all you do, it's not hard, but it is expensive. You need to actually have all of your items, as soon as I get that, just go across a row of hoppers kind of like that. Now the thing is, you do need to have a ending point here. Give me a second. And that means a lot of hoppers. So it does get taxing on your iron supply. It is very expensive to do this, but it is also very doable. It just takes some time. I think finding iron it's not as easy as it is in Bedrock as it is on Java with their iron farms, but basically all you do is have a row of hoppers going along like that. So basically the items will go this way if they can. If they cannot go down this way, because these are unlocked, these will pull from those as fast as they can. That's why these are the hoppers that get all of the filter material. So you make sure nothing goes in there that you don't want to go in there. So you see like that? And then all you do here, if I throw the stuff in here, it goes down through here. But if I throw something else in there, it's going to go in here, and then down here is where it's going to go. That is how that works. So there are your basics. A tileable automated storage design right here, and an item delivery system that, yes, will be taxing on your iron supply. So I will suggest mining a lot. And honestly, by the time you've reached this point, you probably have a whole bunch of iron because you have mined this much. And of course, it will be taxing on wood supplies, so I suggest chopping down a whole bunch of spruce trees. But I am going to get this portion of the storage system built, everybody. And after I've got this section built with everything in there and all ready to go, I'm going to come back and we'll talk about how we want to organize it a little bit. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye. Oh, whoa. That was a lot of work. Yes, so we have done a bit. Let's take a look. Okay, so probably the hardest part about everything was organizing it in a way that I wanted, and I wanted it to fit in this space. Smart people, when they build something redstone, they build the redstone, then build the building. Me, being the noob or the derp that I am, I build the building and then I want to fit the redstone in it. So here we go. We have all of our stone variants here. Now this is the overworld stone. I have not talked about the nether stuff yet. Then we have all our dirt and sand and everything here. And I found out when you grow a 2x2 spruce tree now, thanks to some of the parity changes in the latest update, we get pod soul now. I am happy about that. That is going to be a good looking block for some builds that I have planned. So there's all that. Then over here, we have all of our wood variants from the overworld, minus jungle. I don't have jungle yet. I need to get that. Then I did my prismarine blocks with sea lanterns, and then I did the end blocks, the end stone brick, and purple blocks. I haven't figured out what I will put here. I might not put anything there. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and take the chest down for now. But that gives me that. So here we are so far, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to make this a 2-story build. And up top, or maybe in a basement down below, I am going to put the nether blocks. Because thanks to this latest update, we have a lot of different nether blocks to work with. We have the basics that we were used to. And then we have all the basalt and blackstone variants. We do have the shroom lights. And then we have the nether version of trees, which is the warped stem, crimson stem. We now have soul soil to accompany our soul sand. So there is a lot to do here. So this will take a little bit to put all together. And would you believe it? I ran out of iron. I am totally out of iron here. I've been kind of just trying to piece these together as best as I can. There we are. At least that's all finished. And I have a lot of work to do now. So this is part 1 of what I planned on doing as our 2-part video. The second part is actually going to be a new farm. You notice we keep going through our tools rather quickly as far as durability, and we do not have a good, high-valued version of getting experience. We don't have a high-efficiency way of getting experience. What I've been doing is I've just been trading with our villagers back there, and it doesn't do the greatest. So we are also going to build a farm. Now the reason I wanted to do the storage first is because the farm is going to be rather high producing, high yield, and it is going to produce different drops, which I will want to actually sort out. And I wanted to show you guys how I planned on doing that. Plus our little storage area in our house over there is getting very, very full. So this gives you the idea. Comparator, a little bit of redstone dust, repeater, torch, and hoppers. Now for things you may not have in excessive bulk, you don't need to do the double layer here. You could easily save a hopper or so. Cobblestone, stone, these are things we mine a lot. And then all of our decorative blocks, yes. Stone brick I love. Now this, I may not need a secondary chest, but I figured I'd have it. I do this just because I anticipate having a lot. Dirt and grass, yeah, we always have a lot of that, as well as gravel thanks to the new nether updates. And then we always want to have a lot of wood on hand. That way it's a good resource. The only other thing I want to show you is how we are actually going to put the items through the system. Because what a lot of people do, and I've done it too, is this is going to be my floor right here. My floor is not going to be made of cobblestone, but you get the idea here. This is going to be my floor. I could create a little stairway where I come up right here and drop something in, or I could do what I've actually enjoyed doing lately, and that is use a water column to bring the stuff up and then over. And that is going to involve what is called the automated dropper circuit, which I will show you guys how that works real fast, okay? So we have our dropper, and then we have a comparator coming out of the back. Now that comparator is going to feed straight into a repeater. This repeater is going to come straight back into that comparator. And then this side of it is going to come into another repeater into a block. Now, anytime we put something in here, it will continuously fire the items out until it is empty. Basically, the comparator, it is comparing this signal strength with this signal strength. And every time it goes through, it takes one off until the items in the dropper are all gone. Now over here, it is shooting power into this block, which is powering the dropper constantly. Basically a dropper clock. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to use this dropper circuit clock to shoot the items into a little bit of a water elevator. They're going to come up here and then just start going straight that way. Very, very simple, very, very easy. I will work on that a little bit off camera, but I at least wanted to show you guys what that is. Now, after you watch this video, be sure to check out the next video coming up that will have we're going to make a zombie pigman gold and XP farm. Be sure to check that out because that will be a great way to get experience for constantly mending all of our tools. But that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate everything. You guys have a great day. Be sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you can keep up with the rest of the videos. This is Sean Isaac signing off. Bye.